Hi.
Dr. J, welcome to Clarity Talks, where
Once again, we're here at Clarity Talks. My name is Alejandra. What is your name, young lady?
I said I'm Dr. J, and we are here where we talk to some of the brightest, fastest growing entrepreneurs in our community to be able to crack their code and get clear hacks to what has made them successful. And today we have an amazing guest on our show. Thank you so much, Ann Myers, for coming on. Allie, why don't you do a little brief introduction of Miss Myers?
Well, this is a very unique woman because since the moment I met her, it's been a click. She's been huge in my life, when it comes to like just the times that I see her, the love between one and another is just one of a kind, so I can't be more happy for Anne to be on our show and for her to actually share with the world what has worked for her, what has been the tips and where is she going with everything that she's doing. So, Anne, welcome
Yes.
to Clarity Talk, where we actually get to crack the code of the most successful people in our community. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for asking me to be here.
So, Anne, tell the audience, if you would please, what is your set of special secret sauce, just so they can understand where the focus of our conversation. We have some questions for you, as you know, but just you did a beautiful introduction, but we're just missing, where is your superpower? In what area do you work?
All right. My company is Myers Insurance Consultant, LLC. Mainly what I do is compliance. I help, rooms, agencies that have agents in the room and they want them to be compliant. I basically do the training. I train them on the AHIP. I train them on, each carrier have their own kind of certification that they want you to comply with. I also work with the states, like if someone want to get their company registered in a different state, I also assist with that as well. So basically, it's compliance based on what the financial service requires for each carriers and to making sure these agents are staying up to date with their compliance as well. So that's mainly my purpose is dealing with that. And I deal with all the carriers, Humana, Aetna, Cigna, United Healthcare, all of them I deal with. Basically, so yeah, so I have to know all the I have to know all the clients and what they're requiring and everything else. So that's why it's not an easy task. It's very big because like I said before, you're dealing with the government, so you have to make sure all the laws and regulations are done correctly.
Gotcha. And I've looked at the compliance policies of a lot of the financial departments, and they're like freaking this big for every single different type of carrier and service. So my hat's off to you, girl, because you were scrolling through a lot of language to learn exactly what to teach. But so what we're hearing is Compliance Officer 101. All right, let's go. What's the first question?
And just to add a little something about Anne, that relationship comes from actually me bothering her. Hey, Anne, teach me about this. Wait a minute, how much should I claim? Is this going to affect my taxes? I mean, it's not just let me get insurance and that's it. It's just everything that comes with that. It's like one hand washing the other when it comes to educating yourself on the side of whether it's medical, whether it's at the end of the year to do your taxes. So my hat's off to you, Anne, because I know how much we bother you just on the fact of our family alone of help.
Yeah, well, that is my specialty. I mean, I thank Insurance Cataract, Brad Cohen for giving me the opportunity to learn the different aspects of the insurance industry to be able to go ahead and do what I'm doing right now. So it is. I love talking to people. I love helping people. So on top of my consulting, I also still do agency. So I still get people, and I still sell health. I still do Medicare and stuff like that. So that's on top of my consulting. But the consultant keeps me real busy when it comes time to open enrollment because everybody wants it done at that time. Everybody, So that's basically it. But I love it. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Anne. But I'm sure that everybody wants to know, what was your key background to your success?
If you could think of one storyline, something that really propelled you, not a person or a situation, but something about where you were in that moment in your life that kind of told you, aha, this is where I need to be, and this is what I need to be doing to change the world.
It was kind of, and the funny part is, I wasn't in the insurance industry. I was doing something else. I was working in the mortgage broker industry. And then it was, I wanted to get a new job. I moved to Broward. So I just looked up, saw this company was hiring. I went there, and it was crazy that they decided to hire me. And when I started working there and started talking to people on the phone and helping them, sometimes you have clients that start just burst out crying on the phone when you give them something that they want. And it gave me a sense of accomplishment.
Okay, so it was that exchange. Wow.
Yes, the exchange, it gave me a sense of accomplishment that I can make people's life better by giving them, what they need and what they want to help them. And so from then on, that I knew that's where I wanted to be. And I've been doing that ever since.
Okay, so basically it's find what makes your passion point, right? Kind of rise.
That's correct.
And then when it's been triggered, then hey, this is not work, right? Because we got to love what we do so it isn't work, right?
That's correct. And I love what I do. I love what I do.
So if it raises that so that's a great nugget, right? Find what triggers your passion point.
That is correct. Find what you love.
Yes.
Right? If you love your work, you will love doing your work, and you'll never stop doing your work. But if you go in there and you're like, maybe, it's up. But I love what I do. I love talking to clients. I love talking to agents. And when they call in, I have everybody call me up and say, hey, Ann, can I do this? No, you can't do that. Can I do this in Medicare? No, you can't. Can I file this in ACA? No, you cannot. Yes, you can. So I got people, that are more experienced in everything than me, call me and ask them those questions. That's because I sat down and read the law.
That's what I said to you. You read the Bibles, girl. You read the Bibles, because that is so arduous, honestly. They're huge and they're constantly changing. The next question is, what is your niche, right? But I think you just hit it. Your niche really is doing the work that nobody, no one else wants to do. But they have to know it and have someone they can trust and who is personable and who can be approachable. Because sometimes we don't ask the question because we don't want to look like we don't know, right?
And so, and I tell them, I always tell them, there's no dumb question and there is no stupid question. You just have to ask it, and if I can answer it, I will answer it for you. If someone gives me a question that I can't answer, I will say, can you give me a few? Which basically means now it's time for me to do some research to find that answer. So that also keeps, because some people call me out of the blue and ask for something. I'm like, I'm not quite sure about that, but let me do some investigation and I'll get back to you with the answer. And I will get back to the answer, because now I have to learn something new, which you're always learning. So that's what I like to do.
That is another set of skills that you possess to do this niche, because not everybody has that mindset of always learning. Some people get stuck in what they've learned and they think it's just recycle. But you're in an industry that's constantly changing, and it's all language
every day.
Every day.
And something that I want to add, being on this side of being a customer, from Ann, is actually the fact of her consistency and ability to actually be there with the customer, because she's always, like she said, even if I have a question, she'll get back to, even if she doesn't have the answer, she'll get back to you and all of that.
Oh my God, integrity. Integrity. So you say what you mean and you mean what you say. I love it.
Correct. And transparency, I very like transparent. If somebody asks me something and I was like, don't do that, you can't do it, it's illegal. And somebody says, well, they told me I can. I said, let me screenshot and send this from the government. You see what that says? So it's transparency as well too. Trust me, you have some clients who are adamant and saying, no, someone told me that I can do that. I'm telling you, no, you can't. And if you don't believe me, here's a screenshot from the government.
But there's consequences.
Yeah, you can do it, but then we'll have to go visit you. Somewhere special.
Then you don't need insurance no more.
No,
right, but I've had clients who have, there you go. I've had clients who have decided to go in the other way, so listen to what I'm saying, then call me and go, hey, what is this? I'm like, you got an administrative action. Why? I told you not to do it, but you did it anyway. So At least I have an email to cover myself when I tell you not to do it, and you turn around and do it. When
There you
now
go.
you're suffering the conference, and now they want me to clean up their mess. I'm like, no.
There's your second niche.
Exactly. Yes, that's funny. But
yeah,
then
but
one
that's
more
it.
question. Share your takeaway that you use to cultivate clarity to actually achieve your goals in life.
Yeah. How do you clear the minutia so that you can stay in your lane?
You mean like what my goals are in the
Yeah.
for the
How do
future?
you? Yeah. Like I mean, listen. Like
What
you
is the
said,
one takeaway that you usually use, to continue staying in your lane to achieve the goals that you keep setting for yourself?
My motivation is my kids.
all right.
Even though they're grown and stuff, like that is my motivation, my kids. And with everything I do in life, I put God first. You have to put him first about everything. So I put God first in all but my motivation is my kids. I want to do better for myself. I don't
There
want
you
to, I
go.
don't want to sit and stay where I'm at. I want to do better for myself, and as long as I want to do better, that is my goal, to be better and do better.
There you go.
So if I can keep those two in mind, I will do it.
Awesome. So you just heard it from Ann. Take care of yourself, love yourself, pamper yourself, and the rest will fall into place.
Yeah, I didn't hear that,
Correct.
girl. I did not hear about
Amen.
No, she's saying take care of yourself, meaning like her motivation is herself, so she stayed true, right? And
Yeah, if I don't take care of myself, I can't help my
Girl, I heard
clients. I have to take care of myself.
work. It takes work. It takes dedication, vision, right? It takes putting your kids and God first, and then
Yes.
it will come to fruition. But
Yeah.
I like her take better though. I want to take care of myself.
do it for yourself. Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome.
You have to
And
do it yourself first before you can do it for anybody else.
there
Yes.
you go.
Just
I
like
know.
you
But
gotta
Ann,
love yourself first
how
before you
can
love
people
anybody
get in
else.
touch with you? Share with us how
They
people can get in touch with you.
my company is Myers Insurance Consultant LLC. My phone number is 754-234-7782. Or you can email me at myersinsuranceconsultant@gmail.com.
You hear it here. All right. So if anybody has any questions, doubts, you want to put an agency, open enrollment's coming, you want the best of the best, the expert with a niche in the area of finance and insurance that will ensure that you do not need a bail bondsman.
Yep, that's for sure.
Anne is your woman. Anne is your woman. We're going to put all of her contact information in the thread. And Anne, thanks so much for being with us today.
And once again,
enjoy
here
being
we
with you.
are, our Clarity Talks, where we get to do what,
We
Jess?
get to crack the code of some of the most successful entrepreneur and business people in our community. We're so blessed that we have this opportunity and this access to some people truly that sometimes are in brick and mortar and there's no way to get in and be able to speak to them. So thank you, Anna, for taking time out of your busy schedule. And we know you're in high demand, and yeah, we're so blessed, and we're going to be able to share this with the world. So we will put all of your contact information in there, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, and educate
Thank you
yourself.
so much for
people.
having me.
Educate yourself when it comes to any aspect, and then when it comes to the insurance, Anne is the woman. So thank you guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
So
and
next time on Clarity.
Thank you guys for
Clarity
having me.
Talks and Alejandra.
We're missing our mics. Dr. J and
We'll create one. Allie.